All right, everybody, I'm back. Welcome to Clean and Jerk. I say I'm back, but it literally was just been 3 minutes since I did the snatch video. All right, so we just did the snatch video. If you have not watched that, that would probably be the first thing you want to watch, because I'm going to make this a lot quicker. I'm going to skip a couple of things because a lot of the things I'm going to say in the Clean and Jerk video, we're going to do just a clean video. We're going to do a separate jerk video. Clean video, I've said a lot of the things in the snatch video already. So for example, a lot of things in the setup, we're going to expedite a little bit just because I already talked about them. So so the nice thing about the snatch and clean and jerk, or just the clean for today, is they're so similar. There's so many things that are the just exact same that you do not have to, learn something new really. They're just so similar. So it just makes things a whole lot easier. But for today, where it's going to be a lot quicker than the snatch video, as I said. But so to get started, might as well just jump into it. All right, so now last time we started with the clean or the snatch grip. Now the grip for the clean is going to be incredibly similar. No, it's not going to be similar at all, actually. So I like to think about the grip. For me, everyone's very different. Some people are like have incredibly close snatch grip to their clean grip, which is totally fine. It's kind of personal preference in the length of your arms. So for example, I have longer arms. I like to go a whole lot wider, but the goal is to really get the bar not into the hip. Unless you have incredibly short arms, some people get the bar into their hip like where they snatch. I want you to have the bar upper thigh. That's where the bar should be hitting. We do not want the bar hitting down here, mid thigh, low thigh. That's going to cause a lot of problems. So we want to have, I like to think like maybe like a fist width out from your hip. So if I'm here, I'm probably going to grab right about there. Here, right about there. That's about where I feel pretty good at. But you want to have that bar upper thigh, as I said. So first thing we are going to do is work on the setup. We just did that for the snatches, so we're going to do it for the cleans as well. So I like to do the same exact way. I am a creature of habit. I like to do things very similarly. So I'm going to set up the exact same way and teach you almost the exact same way. So first thing, we're going to go over the grip setup, just like we did the snatch, but we're going to go a lot faster because a lot of things in the snatch, I'm going to carry over to this. So setup, I'd say I like to think about middle of the foot over the bar or so. Don't overthink it too much. Just when you set up, the biggest thing is making sure the bar is like kind of close touching the shins. That's the biggest thing. If you're doing that, you're doing something right. And if you're balanced. So I'm going to go grab here, as I said, like about a fist out. So for reference, my fist for the snatch, my hand is right outside the ring. My hand for the clean is maybe, I'd say 2 finger width in from the ring. But I have longer arms than most people. I have a couple athletes who have really short arms where the bar is essentially in their hip for cleans. So they have a shorter or narrower snatch grip and a very narrow clean grip, right? So doing cleans, about there right outside. And what I like to do too, for my clean especially, I almost feel like sometimes I put my knee in my elbow a little bit, or it's going to go through it a little bit. So when I set up, same thing as snatch, we're going to get the hips down, chest up. And I have that knee almost pressing into my elbow a little bit. Hips down, chest up. Same thing with the snatch. Can you do this? If I'm here, I feel like I'm in a front squat now. Front squat, for clean, back squat for snatch. And I should be able to just stand up, go back down here, right? That's it. So same thing there. And then next thing is get that back tight. Make sure you have that back here. We're not letting the bar pull us forward, right? So I'm going to set up again, but get that back real tight. I'm here. Yeah. So if I am super rigid, someone try to come and push me right now, I would be very fine. I wouldn't fall over or anything. All right. So next thing, we're going to keep going really fast. Pull it off the floor. So we're gonna skip a few steps. I know we kind of did a little bit of pull with the PVC pipe and the snatch, but we're gonna pull off the floor with just weights on. You can change the weights as you need to. It should just be a weight that you can handle incredibly easy. So for some people it might be like a training bar, 10-pound black plates over there, whatever it might be. But make sure it is a weight you are very comfortable with, like you can hold all day. Let's do some slow kind of clean pulls or deadlifts even. We don't even need to do clean pulls right now. We're just doing clean deadlifts. All right, so same thing. We want to have everything kind of stay rigid and together and just have the knees move essentially, right? So I'm here. There. Slowly lower it down. And all I'm thinking about doing for this is my feet are really pressed to the floor. My feet or my toes are even grabbing the floor right now when I'm pushing. That's gonna help me stay balanced. If I kind of sit back on my heels, really tough. My goal is to stay as balanced as possible. If I stay balanced, I have a really nice, there, right? Now, if I'm not balanced, get the idea. Balance is good. Balance is king. Balance is key. So once we're done with there, we're still going the same exact route as the snatches. We're going to take the bar off, or the weights off. We're going to work on front rack, because you have to have a good front rack if you plan on ever catching a clean. All right, so do this with my microphone in. So front rack, two little things for you. You got to have good lat mobility. This is going to be tough for some people. Now, when you're kind of learning the clean and everything, the bar being about here, not on your shoulders or your, shoulders yet, totally fine. Do what you can for now. Now, keep in mind of your wrists. Those will kind of take some fatigue to them. But the way I like to have a front rack is, the way I think about it, is I like to push the shoulders up like this and forward a little bit and elbows out. We do not want to be, can't really do my thing, but we don't want to be here. That back rounded, that's not strong. We want to be here. So one thing for me as well, that once you get better at this, by stretching those lats out, whatever it might be, I'll have more information on that later. You can get to a point where you can have the bar on your shoulders and it's not even touching your neck. When I have the bar on my shoulders, you can probably slide a finger in between the bar and my neck. That way I can breathe. Some people like to shove the bar as deep into the neck as they can. I'm personally not a fan of that. If you are and that works for you, that's fine. That used to make me out of breath and I'd black out during cleans. So I did not like that. So that's the way I do it. I have my shoulders up like this and I have my elbows out. That helps me stay up with a good posture. That way I'm not like this. We do not want to be here, especially when you go into the jerk. It's not going to be fun. We're just going to push the bar forward, right? So I'm going to try to do this without it busting my mic open. But actually, let me start with the PVC pipe. It's going to be the same thing as snatches. So we're going to go here. Remember this thing? We're going to go up on our toes, and then we're going to go back down onto our heels as we pull the bar up to our shoulders. There. And even with me, PVC pipe, you need weight to get it on your shoulders. This is totally okay. Work on this here and work on the movement at the same time as, working on your front rack mobility and everything like that. So here, elbows up and drop under. Boom. Here. Now, we're gonna kind of go a little bit more into that. Same thing as the snatches. We're gonna pick the feet up, right? Boom. There. That's pretty good. Now let's go do the whole thing. Slow down if you need to. I think it's also a good habit to get into front squatting all the way down if you can. So over here. Boom. Boom. That's about it. That's where I want to stop for now with the clean, just because I wanted to keep it very simple. You know, we don't need to go too in depth with the clean for now, but come back for intermediate and some more stuff.